Let's learn today about how the electoral system in BC functions. In British Columbia, we elect candidates from different ridings into the Legislative Assembly using a first-past-the-post system. The candidate with the most votes in any electoral district wins the seat, regardless of whether they received over 50% of the votes. In this example, candidate A from the Yellow Party would win with 40% of the vote, while votes for candidate B, C, D, E, and F are unrepresented. This means that 60% of voters cast a ballot for an alternate candidate than the one who was elected to represent them. First past the post favors the perpetuation of two major parties. Some say the first past the post system creates a false majority government without ever having achieved a true majority of the popular vote. Proportional representation. Proportional representation is an electoral system that attempts to reflect how people really vote. If a candidate receives 30% of the votes, they should receive roughly 30% of the seats. Thus, the key to any proportional representational system is multi-member seats. List proportional representation. In this system, multiple candidates are elected to an electoral district. Depending on whether it is an open or closed list system, voters may or may not have power over who is elected into office. Rather, they vote for their preferred party and trust their party's internal processes to choose their candidates. A single party majority would be less likely in this system, so a coalition of two or more parties would form. In an open list PR system, ballots would be very large, requiring voters to familiarize themselves with large numbers of candidates. Also, since list proportional representation requires the enlargement of electoral districts, this may reduce the connection between local issues and their representatives. Mixed member proportional. This electoral system is considered a hybrid and combines elements of proportional representation and single member systems. Voters in this system have two votes, one for a candidate running in their riding and a second for a candidate on a party list. This system allows smaller parties to gain seats, leading to a more diverse views in government. Under this system, parties can offer lists of candidates with proportional numbers of women and visible minorities to increase their participation in government. Single transferable vote. Voters in this system rank candidates in order of preference. They can vote for candidates from a single party or multiple parties. A candidate would need to receive a certain quota of votes to be elected. In this system, as with other proportional systems, no single party has a majority, and coalitions must be formed. In the single transferable vote system, voters are given a lot of choice to select a candidate. This requires voters to be familiar with many different candidates. Candidates must work to distinguish themselves not only from other candidates in different parties, but from candidates within their own parties. This feature may reduce party discipline. Thank you for your interest and attention to this public service announcement. Please be sure to vote in the upcoming referendum on electoral reform in the fall of 2018.